Oh, well, you can argue he is the greatest welterweight champion in UFC history, even if he does not make the walk as such here tonight. The Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, chasing further greatness under the lights tonight.
Just chasing greatness. He's done that time and time again. This guy's profile continues to evolve from becoming the welterweight champion of the world to passing George St. Pierre in the welterweight rankings to being a star in movies with speaking roles.
Yeah.
The guy is doing everything. But ultimately, in order to do all that, he's got to win. He's got to win tonight, and he has won on many occasions. How does he bounce back from that loss to Leon Edwards? It's time to find out.
You're exactly right, and in the aftermath of that Edwards result at UFC 278, he seemed to handle things pretty well. But obviously, that clock is about to start, and all eyes are going to be on the former champ, Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career. And
don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Paddy Pimblett.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. Star power, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett back on the proving ground here tonight, and with much fanfare, as you hear the fans chiming in, it has been a tremendous rise to superstardom for Paddy the Paddy Pimblett. Oh, you gotta keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end.
he can't even stand.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Kamaru Usman. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Usman's got the full mount. Side control now. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
Now he's going full mount.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
In the half guard. Big ground and pound.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
What a round it was for him, DC, and of course the seminal moment, that big knockdown that he will try to piggyback on here in this next round.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he builds off of the momentum that he gets from that last round. How does he deal with the success that he had and not push too hard too early trying to find the finish? You have to let it come to you as the knockdown came to you in the previous round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Few things in MMA more devastating than a head kick, and nearly produced a knockout for him there.
We talked to him earlier in the week, and he talked about chances to take the kicks high.
Ready to fight?
He got a chance,
Ready.
he took it, he landed that kick, and almost got the fight finished. Let's see if he can go and do that. Hurt him bad.
Hook to the head by Usman. Well, you can just see he is oozing with confidence, and not overconfidence, but a big knockdown in round one, likely the source of that confidence.
When everything is going great, you tend to feel like you can walk through a wall. He doesn't need to walk through a wall. He needs to continue to find the right avenue to land those shots.
Oh, nice ankle pick. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions. Oh, nice.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round two. Working out of the half guard here. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
A series of punches from the top here by Kamaru Usman.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Good work from the top here by Usman. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Continuing to find a home for these hammer fists. Nice job on the ground and pound by Usman. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Under a minute now to go. Lands the ground and pound strike.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Nice strike lands from the bottom fighter.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, he got saved by the bell there. He was getting absolutely starched on the ground, grounded and pounded. Thankfully, the horn came at a good time. You see, gingerly, he gets back to his feet. He'll go back to the stool now for 60 seconds. Now the onus is on his corner to try to keep him in the fight. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Now some separation from his punch position.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom. Using a lot of good movement.
Get up, get up, get up.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
He passes to half guard.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
You gotta get off your back. You gotta get off your back.
Just over 2 minutes now to go.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble.
This is a terrible position.
Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did. Yeah, he's in half guard here.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Now that's what I'm talking about right there. You can take this guy down all day, okay? Don't mess around with any stand-up, okay? Just go out there and take him down right about the trading. Okay, just...
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, 10 to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes. That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Get on your side. Get on your side. Don't let him kick you flat.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Use your hips to get up.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Kamaru Usman.
He's got to be careful here.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman.
Win the scramble. Win the scramble.
The ground strikes starting to pile up. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, there's the horn. How about that round? He got him badly there early on. You thought that maybe that was going to be the beginning of the end. At the very least here, got to think he's going to try to get him out of here in this next round.
J.A., he's on skates.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on skates. His ability to withstand that avalanche is commendable, but he has to change something as he approaches the next round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Usman gets stung by that leg kick. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. There it is. That's that one, the right hand.
His misses are out of time.
Beautiful entry. Scores a takedown. Big right hook there by the champ.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Getting them out here. transition.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Relentless pressure from the top by Usman. Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined, that when he can see swelling like that, he's going to continue to attack it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Pimblett's in half guard. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
30 seconds now to go in the fight. Good work from the top here by Usman. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Usman's back in half guard. Waning seconds of this fight. The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-44. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of